welcome back to another episode of Woodpile Reacts. It's Andrew.
And Annabelle.
Alexa.
And Adam.
Today we're going to be reacting to Dr. Stone. Episode 6.
Okay.
The show is going to change significantly.
You said that about the last episode, and it didn't.
You said this was a turning point in the show.
Yeah,
He said last episode was a
the
turning point.
This is the start of a new era.
Okay.
What do you mean new era?
They rebuilt civilization.
One of them's gonna die. No, I'm so excited to see the new people.
The who?
The new people.
Oh yeah.
I want to see them.
And
Pretty sure
Senku
it's
is
only one
probably going to
person.
be alive.
Since he's
Again.
going to be alive, we already know this.
Yeah.
The main character can't die,
Right.
except
in
And-
the last scene, it literally showed the DNA reconnecting.
Well, yeah. Well, we know it Senku's going to be alive.
I mean,
But
we all knew
just
that.
How, is he going to wake up right away? That's what I mean. You guys think Tsukasa's going to chase after them, or?
No.
I don't
No?
know. I have no clue.
No, because he thinks he killed them.
He does
But
think that.
because he's so suspicious,
But does he want to kill those other two?
I think he might want to see like Senku's body or something. I don't know.
He's going to go back and just build a civilization himself.
I have no clue.
How are they gonna get
On the
this
bright
done?
side, if he tries to kill all the humans, he can't kill all the adults.
Why not?
Just most of them.
Just the ones on Japan.
America, still safe, at least. Hey!
Everyone else will be fine. It's just the Japanese.
America-
Alright, when
Big
Andrew...
country.
Alright, so Andrew, you're 19, so do you count as an adult or a child? Would he kill you or not?
I mean, if he shaved, he probably wouldn't kill him. Another reason for you to shave.
I think he's got a gripe with the adults who control and I don't know.
So only parents with happy little children?
Right? It's
What?
like, I don't
Like,
know.
what are those little kids gonna do?
He's so stupid.
He's like, that parent must be a really good parent. I must kill him.
Like, oh my word.
I don't know. It's weird.
Dumb.
Especially, like, do you know how scarring that's gonna be for those little kids to wake up and see their parents' heads rolled off of their stone bodies?
They're probably
I
not
don't know if
anything.
the kids are gonna be waking up anytime soon.
But still, oh my word.
They should
Those
not be
poor
waking up
kids.
anytime.
What if Senku makes it into a rain and so, like, gets sucked up into the air and rains all over everyone?
Wow. That's some Spider-Man 2 shenanigans right there. Amazing
You're just gonna make a lake full of it, you know?
Something like that. Let's just jump into this episode.
Okay, this is going interesting places here.
Hey.
Aww. I like that his eyes are red.
見たくもねえほど見飽きた顔だがな3700年ぶりじゃねえかツバメでテストしたらうまくいったし石化ビーム
I like it.
そそるぜこれは
Oh, this is hilarious.
ついに石化装置を発明したぞってこれやべえ自分らまで流すのが科学だ
I don't think it's a virus because it happened like
俺の前に前人未到新作の科学があるそそるじゃねえかさあ考えろこの先に何かがある
right. That's how I found it.
Shōsan? 首んとこの髪はまだ石化から戻ってねこの石の髪で
Someone told me that this is actually unrealistic because nitric acid would like burn you because it's a really powerful acid.
Oh, wow.
What is that?
どうして俺だけが小3で戻る大樹やツバメや他の連中には1ミリも効かねえなんでだ何でも試せとにかく試せ工業用腐食液の定番ナイタール液なんかは絶対試してくそアルコールがねえのが悔しいな信じろ試して試して試して 試して試して試して試して試しまくれ。忘れんな。どんなに石化がファンタジーだろうがな。
Oh, that's how
科
it
学
goes
の
on
基
there?
礎だけは絶対に揺らがねえ。信じていくらでも待つぞ。てめえがいなきゃダメなんだ。
Aww.
戻ってこい大樹。戻ってこい。
Yeah.
Senku has the power to stop the
カ
rain.
モフになってた雷雨の音が消えたんだ。もう大声で叫ぶんじゃねえぞ。司に聞こえたら一発アウトだ。確かに。
来てないよね、司くん。
よーく首に気づきやがって。
Yeah.
ゴミみてえな小せえヒントから。
この川模様がちょっとロケットっぽくない？
星っぽいのもあるぞ。いや、1ミリもぽくねえ。
科学の旗みたくて千空くんに似合うかも。一応首にね。
なるほど。
当て木とかしといた方が、ほら。
いや、1ミリもいらねえ。もう治ってんだよ。
Slaying is a scientific
俺はずっ
phenomenon.
と考えてた。誰が人類を石化した？
I wanna know.
誰の攻撃だ？いや、
They're gonna leave some
本当に
cliffhanger at
こ
the
れ
end
は
of the season.
攻撃なのか？
Does it matter though?
What?
No.
千空くんの首が治るなら、バラバラな石像もひっつけて復活液かけたらつながりましたみたいなことにならないかな。Oh, come on, I wanna know. あー、うわー、本当にめちゃくちゃ大変だ。でもやる。
えらく軽いな。
手芸は根気ですから。
なんだ内緒話か？ずるいぞ。俺も混ぜろ。
これから司くんとこに行こうかな
Why
っ
are her
て。
cracks so much more
おお、
stylish?
そうか。司のとこか。セックを知らせた危ない男だぞ。いや、死んでないか。確かに元はいいやつだが、じゃなくて少なくとも司はセックを殺したと思って。謎の連中を探し出して仲間にゲットするんだよ。
I'm so excited!
問題は先に司とその連中が接触
How
する
no
ことだが、
logical person would side with
まあそ
you.
こは合ってねえことにかけるしかねえ。つまりこの先俺たちは司帝国でスパイ、千空は仲間を集めて科学革命軍、分かれて戦うわけだな。千空、必ず。そうだ、大声はダメだった。
Their friendship is everything.
Bro.
Friendship goals over there.
俺が戻るまでちーっとだけ待ってやがれ。なーに、3700年待ったんだ。今さら数ヶ月や数年なんてどうっつうことねえだろうね。
Hey.
必ず立ち上げる科学の王国を。
Logan and I do something like that.
Huh? No, my word. He would, is that what he said?
Logan and I would do something like that.
True. She got high heels in this world, dude. Freaking snazzy.
青い目、若いな。大樹たちが今復活させたのか、もしくは他にも復活する方法が。
Oh.
Dude!
穏やかじゃないな。
Oh, look at her weapon.
まずは初めましてじゃないのかい。
問答無用。自己紹介なら地獄でしょ。
Hey.
Oh my life.
Alright.
This guy's like, oh, it's ridiculous.
あり
Oh,
えない。
she pushed her back.
この若さでここまでの戦闘能力、格闘技界に聞こえてこないはずがない。何も。
That's so ridiculous.
妖術使い。
Science?
今しがた浴びておいて
This freaking thing would be cut.
怪しげな黒い粉で山の怒りを呼ばれていたじゃないか。
No.
Oh.
Get out of there.
Oh dear.
Yerk. That's not good. Dude.
Oh, that is so risky.
ああ、内臓も骨も無事だ。粘れる。
Oh,
Alright.
how are they all fine? She got tree knocked onto you.
She's buff girl. Oh, what?
What? Some sort of like, oh my word.
Okay, it's her.
It's got a little.
倒木の重量はざっくり1トンか。傾けるなら半分の500キロ。俺の体重が60キロちょいとしてかける2の3乗で500キロ。3枚ありゃギリいける。竹の強度がギリだな。土をパンパンに詰めるしかねえ。こんなとこで石鹸が火吹くとはな。千空大先生の発明品オールスター大集合じゃねえか。
Not my word.
Oh.
何なのだこれは。
Science.
科学だよ。
Hey.
発明は紀元前数百年。アルキメデスのおっさんだ。
Bullies.
一高校生のゴミみ。
素晴らしい。いや、その歩きなんとかの知恵じゃない。君のその一歩一歩問題解決へとくさびを打ち
Yeah,
続
she
け、
watched all of it.
揺らがぬ信念かだよ。私の名は琥珀。
Kohaku.
どうやら私は君のことがめっぽう好きに
Taking quite a liking to you. Straight face. She's like, I've taken quite a liking to you.
Okay. That was a good.
It seemed so short.
I know.
Plus the intro, it's probably because the intro was like in the middle of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the first bit with Senku kind of.
That
That was
was
a
so
really
good.
long intro.
That was epic.
That was a long intro.
And
Kind of
then
finishing up Senku stuff, explaining how he got to where he was, and actually, kind of the most interesting thing. What do you guys think? How do you think the stone thing came about?
Aliens. No.
I
I think it's someone like Sakasa.
I think the most likely explanation is probably
A scientific
the,
accident.
Yeah, some kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah, definitely.
accident or combustion that just caused a global destruction of the earth. That like maybe when it
no, because there were birds that had been petrified before.
Yeah, it
all
was probably
happened.
like
It was something.
someone. It's
planned.
already started like seeping out,
maybe
and like it was only enough to freeze the
maybe
birds
the
or
birds
something.
were like the first test of the experiment.
That would be.
And then-
oh yeah.
Someone got a hold of it, or
Like I bet they're trying to do like some medical thing to
Yeah,
help.
maybe
That's
they're
why.
trying to use
Oh, that'd be
pet-
so cool. Oh
petrification.
yeah.
but then maybe it's somehow some chain reaction type thing happened, and maybe it once it spreads to one person, it like gets extra distance and just keeps like spreading. I don't know.
Like it. The more people it touches, the bigger it gets, and that's why it dissolved because there was no one else for it to contaminate. So like.
Exactly. So,
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, that would've been.
but
But the way he explained it, he sounded like after he sounded like maybe it was like a natural thing that happened.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I
though.
think he just decided that it wasn't important.
Yeah, it's not important for
But
him,
he
but it's
also-
important
he-
for us.
I think at first he was like, has to be an alien attack,
Oh, my
and then he was like, oh wait, it doesn't have to be.
On
Right?
some ways, like, I kind of just, like, want it to be, like, some villain or something. It'd be extra cool if it was, like, supposed to be a healing thing, and then, like, someone else got a hold of it and, like, used it as a weapon.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what I
That
want
would
to
be
happen
very far
because...
down the road, though.
That's what I want to happen because I think that'd be an interesting plot point.
That would be, the revival versus petrification. But that would also, if it was a scientifically engineered thing, that would be marvelous or like
For healing.
wondrous.
Oh yeah.
You could literally revive people. Like Senku was dead, right? And he came back alive thanks to the reconnection of the nerve. So it's
but does it have to be there before?
like before they die.
Yeah. I guess probably not because it's I don't know.
No, I would assume not because, like.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone who maybe got petrified like in a wheelchair or something. I feel like if they came on, like if the petrification came undone, it would just mend all the body parts together and fix everything.
Oh yeah, that could be really.
I mean, we don't know,
people
but
who can't walk and stuff.
Because it helped. It fixed all the nerve damage there. It fixed the nerve, right?
because he still took like the damage was still done.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, so that'd be so awesome.
I know.
So like everyone was revived, and like, oh my word, that'd be awesome.
You could. I wonder how much of to an extent you could do. Like it wouldn't. I
don't think it would work on like organs.
like cancer stuff. Like.
I think it would work on like organs and stuff, but not. I don't know.
I don't know about cancer.
Probably not like. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they can make it as powerful as they wanted. Right?
Yeah.
They could say any bodily harm could just be repaired.
But then again, like, well, they are stone all the way through.
They're stone all the way through.
So I guess it could heal anything. I guess.
We don't actually know that. We just know that Senku knows at least that the most outside part of the human is stone. Right? So, like, if you cut an arm off of someone, that part becomes stone. Right?
Well, he seemed to think that the reason there was stone afterwards is because that part couldn't be reverted back into cells. Like, everything else was already stone, and it got turned back into...
But my point is, if what he's saying is true, since it's not deterioration of the surface stone, that wouldn't the rest of his cells... If all of his stuff was stone, then wouldn't the corrosive just pierce through all his body and he would just completely break apart? Why would it only pierce apart the surface most layer? That's what I'm saying. So, that's what I personally think. But
I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
yeah. Then we see.
I feel like there was something else. I was gonna
Then decide that they're gonna split up.
Yeah. And we had good bro time. User Rihal has some special details. I assume probably some way that like to communicate to meet back up or something.
Yeah.
Because, oh my word.
I mean that's kind of like scary when you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Because you're going back to Tsukasa, who's kind of a loose cannon. It seems like at this point. I mean, he's not a loose cannon. He knows what he has to do, and he's calm. But he's a murderer, and you're gonna go back and live with a murderer. It's like, but Tsukasa really doesn't have a reason to kill them anymore. In fact, he probably wants them in his kingdom so that he can keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
So I mean, ultimately, it probably makes sense that he would just be like, "Okay, come on back. It's fine with me."
Yeah. One thing I think is so different about his character is just like. Spent so many villains, like all the other villains we've kind of seen in anime, like it's not really been, it's just been like they're kind of like you just have to beat them, whether it's like just in like a tournament or whatever. But this one I think it just shows that while in like the slime monster Deku was fighting, he was a villain who needed to be, but I think it's interesting how like this one just shows how that he's not necessarily an evil person in his heart, he's just
the means by which what he wants.
Good intentions,
Right. Yeah, no, I definitely agree there. Yeah, I think he definitely has a good backstory and kind of like character development, so that we know who Tsukasa is and how he would react to that kind of stuff.
Also, I think it's such a better way for them to split up because so many times it's just like he just wants power. And like the villain, like I feel like it could have gone such a bad way for he just turned on them for no reason. But I love how it's like he did it because of something he really cared about, and it's not a good thing, but yeah.
I'm excited to see the new village. I think it's gonna help the show a lot too because as much as good as chemistry as those trio have, it's kind of very basic and doesn't allow for very much kind of growth because there doesn't need to be growth, right? You have the brains, the brawn, and the craft. So they're all just gonna do their thing, and it kind of makes the show really predictable, right? Like you kind of understand what's gonna happen. But when you introduce a bunch of new characters who aren't that simple as this, and this, it adds a lot more layers to the show. I mean, I
wonder how that girl became petrified. Was it?
What he seemed to think is that her mother was petrified, and she was born in this world.
Or multiple generations.
Yeah. Because the old man.
Sure.
Wait. So they think that there are people who like didn't get petrified?
No, not necessarily that they weren't petrified.
Or that they became unpetrified a lot sooner than Senku.
Oh, and then they had
maybe they were like in the cave 1,200 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And they got out a long time ago.
That was such a better plot point than I was expecting. Like, oh my word. I was expecting like for them just like...
Because she was like born into the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have way more advanced weapons. You see that? It was like shiny steel.
It was awesome.
I don't know if it was steel, but it was definitely...
It was shiny.
A shiny rock that was more polished.
And her fighting skills, like...
She's like, woo!
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's got fighting skills. I wonder where she got that.
Her grandfather!
Good question. Yeah, so, assuming she's from the village, I mean, we already see Kohaku is a little bit more interesting than maybe Taishu and Yuzuriha because, I mean, as much as we love those two, they're pretty predictable in how they are.
I love them.
So, it's going to be exciting to kind of see the new village and kind of how they interact and stuff like that.
Also, it's just because, like, her and Senku are so different.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, like, she grew up in this time and he grew up,
She called him a sorcerer.
I know! It was so
They
funny.
have no concept of science.
And her, like, her social interaction was just like, I think I'm
it's
freaking
just
liking to you.
You can tell that this village is probably primitive
It's so funny.
by the way that she was acting and just...
Oh,
she was acting like an Indian tribe person or something.
Senku is going to like blow their minds. Like there's gonna be brain
it's gonna be so funny.
everywhere.
I'm excited.
I'm so.
I can imagine them just like meeting Senku and Senku being like, "Oh, look at this thing I just built," and they're just like, "Oh!"
He's like, "Give me
fire, fire."
Dude, I wonder how like good Senku is with. I don't know. Senku just seems to be good with everything with science, so he just needs to put on like a fireworks show or something.
Yes.
It'd be like.
Oh well, that'd actually be a terrible idea, with the whole.
Yeah.
Tsukasa.
If he did get like the village on his side, then he would have definitely manpower.
Especially because of the fighting power, and then he can like improve all of that. Oh my word.
Exactly. He'd be in business.
Plus with Taiju and her being spies, the people they could get from their group, because let's be honest, like.
I don't know if we'll be seeing them for a while though.
Yeah, and that's why they are in the intro. I knew there was something going on there.
For a while. But yeah, I'm excited to see.
I want to see who the guy that was standing on the table with Senku is.
Yeah, I feel like it's
You'll see him next episode.
Ah!
Yep.
He's cute.
Alright guys, well that pretty much does it for this episode of Dr. Stone. We're excited for the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought in the comments. Helps out our channel a lot, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.